Get out of the way. If you're in the way, okay, you're an asshole. I'm sorry. And I'm not talking about you specifically. I know what you're thinking. It's not you. It's a group. You're in the group. Sorry. But, anywho, when a person is in the way, they are a thief. They're literally causing confusion and delay. Like Mr. Topham Hatt would say, you have caused confusion and delay, which isn't a big deal when you're just driving along and you don't realize that you're part of the train station system, because we're all part of the train station system, because we're all part of the same thing here. So if you hold somebody up, you've stolen from them. And there's only one thing you can steal from somebody. Well, there's two things you can steal from somebody that you could never possibly give back. How about time? And boy, does that get me going. That's why when people say, hey, are you Mr. Tire? I say, I'm quitting, don't worry, I'm quitting. I can stop anytime. So, there's people though, there's people that aren't aware that they're in the way. Which, I'm not sure if I should be more pissed off about that or less pissed off. Oh my God, I just saw a dead fawn, a dead fawn, baby deer on the road. I've never seen that before. It's a rough world we live in. What really gets me going is when somebody doesn't know they're in the way and they don't try to notice if they're in the way. And the best is when they let you go first. When they yield the right of way to you, okay? If you yield the right of way to somebody, okay, and they're not like old, or in other words, if it's appropriate to yield the right of way to somebody, like you're at a four-way stop and you're just that guy and you're like, no, you go first. No, but but if you slow down to let someone go because you're not sure who has the right of way, then you shouldn't be operating a 2,000-pound piece of machinery around people. It'd be better if you were drunk. No, that would be worse. Depending on the person, of course. But why would... So they let you go, and then you know you don't have the right of way. You don't want to go because they should go. And they slowed down, and if they had just breezed on by, you would both be going now. So they have literally caused confusion and delay. They actually are confused. I'm confused now. So, I don't know if that pisses anybody else off, but I figured if it pisses you off and it pisses me off, you know, it's like, what do they say? Misery loves company? But commiseration is one of the best forms of validation and encouragement. You can encourage somebody by being like, oh my God. But you can't tell them that you had the same thing happen to you, which everyone loves to do that. Oh yeah, that happened. And then I'm going to tell you about my story, right? That happened to me. Oh yeah. And you're hitchhiking on their feeling, their expression of their feelings, which seems fine, right? But it's not fine. And since it's not that bad, it's hardly bad at all, then it's something that goes completely unnoticed. But you've actually cut off their ability to express their experience of their feelings. And that was why they were talking to you in the first place. This is the opposite of stealing someone's life or stealing someone's time. When you give someone else, when you try to understand someone else without trying to psychoanalyze them and get your little, I'll tell you what, that's because, well, no, just XYZ. Just is a 4-letter word, by the way. And it's probably the worst. When you give someone that, it's something that they cannot give themselves. And it's something that you're literally giving them a piece of your time, but you're giving them a piece of your life, because you're actually, I'm really good at this, aren't I? Maybe I should do long form. Wouldn't that be horrible? You're literally giving someone life for a little while, something that you can give to them that they can't get anywhere else if you're actually listening and checking with them to see if you're understanding how they're feeling, but without putting any of your own thoughts or ego or opinions or advice into it. And when you do that, if anyone's ever done this for you, which probably they haven't, because no one's ever taught how to understand people. They're just taught how to tell people stuff, taught how to write stuff, taught how to communicate outwardly, and never taught how to receive communication from someone else. Because, like, why is that important? Why would you want to do that, right? It's only like maybe the most important activity that a human being can engage in. Oh gosh. So when you listen to understand a person, you're actually adding, you're combining your life onto their life as a favor, and they feel immediately a sense of relief. Stephen Covey calls it psychological air. If a person on Maslow's hierarchy, if a person doesn't have air, that's pretty much the first thing they're thinking about. And then when they have air, they're not thinking about it at all. Psychological air. Stephen Covey said, the good doctor, said that psychological air, when a person feels understood by another person. Dr. Jung said if a schizophrenic, when he feels understood by another person, ceases to be schizophrenic. And that was Dr. Jung talking. That wasn't just somebody talking. I'm going that way. I'm going to go that way. He had just caused confusion and delay. So that's called a callback. Have a good one.